Good morning. Right, nice and early. And we're barely a couple of days away from the fourth and the final test between India and England. And before we head to this test, there's been so much drama already in the series. England winning the first test match, India bouncing back beautifully in that second test match in Chennai, and then in that historic day-night test match in Ahmedabad. There's been a lot of chatter around the pitch in the series. Who has said what? And then it's been an unnecessary controversy. That's what most ex-cricketers believe around the world. But before we get you a lowdown on what has been said about the pitch and who has said what exactly, here's a quick look at why Irfan Pathan wants you to download the Hausa app.
क्या आप भी किसी अपने सपने मेरे तुम्हारे टीम 11 पे टीम बना रहे हो और बच्चों के साथ खेल रहे हो? हमारे साथ खेलोगे? हाउस पे खेलो लेजेंड्स के साथ, हमें हराओ और जीतो डबल कैश. Log on to houseit.com and win real cash.
Right, please download the Hausa app, start making your teams and challenging your experts on sports today. Well, look, this Ahmedabad pitch chatter, right? It's been there's been a lot of issues with the Ahmedabad pitch. He dismissed this Ahmedabad pitch chatter and said he did not find anything problematic with the pitch, and that all the noise was on the outside, and that's right to an extent. If you look at all the comments around the pitch from the English camp, it's been from former cricketers, Alistair Cook, Andrew Strauss. Then you've had some startling comments from Michael Vaughan, but you also had ex-cricketers like Kevin Peterson, who said the teams could have definitely batted better, and that is exactly what India captain Virat Kohli said after the Ahmedabad Test match got over in a couple of days. The spinners bowled beautifully. Akshar Patel got 11 wickets in this Test match. R. Ashwin was among the wickets, got 7 wickets, and also these stats that we've been telling you repeatedly, right? About 21 of the 30 wickets to fall were of straight deliveries, so there was no short turn. It was a challenging pitch to bat on, definitely, and that is what you would come to expect when you're touring the subcontinent, when you're touring India to play Test cricket. And in all fairness, the pitch was the same for both teams. And you look at it that way. When India travel overseas, and if they do not perform well on green pitches, Indian teams have never complained. Instead, they come back and try to get better. And now you look at Indian teams. If you look when they go to Australia, they are a little wary of providing extreme conditions even overseas, because India have an armory of really, really good pacers. The fourth Test match, well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll bring you a lot of updates from Ahmedabad again. Remember, the third Test match was a pink ball Test match, and our experts on sports today, whether it's Pragyan Ojha, Deep Dazutta, Boria Majumdar, they've said that the teams have obviously struggled. It's against the pink ball. A lot of teams around the world have found it a little challenging to cope with the pink ball, and it's a novelty where players will get better, where batsmen will get better with time, and there was nothing wrong with the Ahmedabad pitch, which is it's fine. When it's challenging conditions for batsmen, that's fine. And somebody as great as Viv Richards said England should stop the moaning and groaning, and the talk should revolve around playing quality cricket. So it remains to be seen how England come back and take the challenge head on in the final Test match. It's going to be at the same venue in Ahmedabad. It remains to be seen how the pitch, what sort of pitch is played out for the final Test match, and what the red ball does on that surface. So that's the update on the pitch chatter. We've told you what Jack Leach the England spinner feels about it. He was on the wickets too. We've told you what Viv Richards feels about it. There's been some contradictory comments coming in from England, but India, this test match, the final test match is going to be quite a high voltage match, because remember, the series is not over. England can still bounce back and level the series 2-2, which will mean even India will not reach the World Test Championship final. For them to reach the World Test Championship final, it is imperative that India come out without a defeat. Victory will be an icing on the cake. 3-1, England obviously out of the World Test Championship. Do keep watching Sports Today. There'll be plenty more. There'll be plenty of live shows. There'll be plenty of interviews. There'll be plenty of analysis. And of course, Boria Majumdar with all his exclusive news breaks, opinions, and stories on his special show 5 at 5. Thank you so much for joining us this early in the morning. Have a good day.